Hello, hello, hello. Chrissy here. We're doing a Monday Mysteries. Because I had a shortened thing on Saturday. Yeah, so I thought I'd come back and do a special today. Monday Mystery special. Hang on a moment. My little monster here is... Yeah.
Love you, babies.
Love you too, darling.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I thought I'd would have a look at some things. Now, not sure what, because I'm hoping that you guys will come and have a mystery for me to look at, but I am looking at something. What is it? What am I looking at? The 50 states. Apparently they've all got their own creature. Mugwump. I use it as mugwump. I don't know about that. Sinkhole Sam. The Pope Lick Monster. Okay. The Goat Man I've heard about before. Truro, I've heard about him. Mississippi three-legged ghost. What is that? Mississippi monster. The living remains of a young girl killed by the ghost of a girl's mother carrying her daughter's leg. Either way, people travel to an old church on Nash Road to race the ghost and honk your horn 3 times. Oh, that sounds creepy. Yeah, so so we're going to have a look at some mystery things today. I'm trying to find a cryptid. Do you have a favourite cryptid you want me to look at? I wouldn't call the three-legged ghost girl a cryptid. That's a ghost. Nevada's water babies of Pyramid Lake. Legend had it that the Parsi tribe members would discard to form and oh no, that's a little bit, yeah, that's a bit heartbreaking. New Jersey's devil. The Skinwalkers of New Mexico. New York's White Lady. Again, that's a ghost. The Wampus Cat. What's this? North Carolina's Wampus Cat. Let's have a look at that. What is it? A Wampus Cat. So, North Carolina, the Wampus Cat. Hey, you've got a big nasty old relative out there somewhere in the US scaring people. Hey, come on, sweetheart. Where do you want to? Come on. Can you? Can you? Yeah. Come on. That's where you got to go if you want them. In the 1930s, the Wampus Cat was around. Did it exist? In the 1930s. Is it still around? What is it? Yes, that's Daddy. He's going out. Go watch him. Oh, all right, you spoilt bubba. You're one spoilt catty, aren't you? You're one spoilt little girl, aren't you? One spoilt little girl. Oh, got mummy wrapped around your fingers. Come here, there you go. Okay, so Monday Mysteries. Let's have a look at. Oh, I had 2 people and now they're gone. Oh. Well, I'm going to plug on anyway. North Carolina, the Wampus cat in the 1930s. Did it exist? Now, also, if you're going to join me, if you have someplace you want me to look at, I'm happy to look at it. If you have a local monster story you want me to look at, even a ghost story, yeah. If was this a UFO or was this not a UFO, that sort of stuff. But I'm going to start with in North Carolina with the Wampus cat. In the 1930s, about 40, what was it said, 40 dogs were killed or something. The Wampus cat was never captured. It was by killing and attacking 40 dogs near the town of Marion. It could just be a hyena who escaped from the local zoo, but could one normal animal really cause so many deaths? Hyenas are scavengers, so I don't think it was a hyena. So what was the Wampus cat? Let's have a look. Firstly, was it true or was it all just too many bottles of moonshine? So let's have a look. The Wampus cat. Was it a real animal? Was it real? Yes. This is the 3 of Wands. It was real. Hi, Jazzy girl. Hello. If this is your first time, welcome. If it's not, if you've been away for a while, welcome back. Hello. Yeah, so I'm doing some mysteries today. I had to shorten my normal live on Saturday, so I thought I'd throw in a bit of an extra live this week and do a Mystery Monday. So we're looking at the Wampus cat from North Carolina. So if you have a place you want me to look at, that's a bit of a spooky place, or a legend you want me to look at, or a question like, I saw this, was it real, was it not real? Tell me and I'll have a look. But I'm looking at the North Carolina's Wampus cat, which around the town of Marion in North Carolina in the 1930s was attributed with killing and attacking 40 dogs. What was it? First, was it real? And I'm getting yes. Yes, it was real. Thank you. Nice to see you too. So it was a real animal. Now, this is also kind of consequences. What you put out there, you already know why Bigfoot exists. Yeah, and this is a case of, yeah, so back to the Wampus cat, to the Wampus. What you put out there, so will come back to you. So there was an animal, and it was around as a consequence of something. people thought it could have been escaped from somewhere, and I do feel it is an escaped animal. There were so many traveling zoos and circuses and things back in that time. And this is like came ashore or came from something. So I feel like it was an escaped animal. Okay, now the next card, now there's reversals in this deck, so was the Wheel of Fortune, and this is Reversal of Fortune. So this animal was in safety. But in escaping, of course, it's changed the fortune, its fortune and stuff. So it was escaped. It was safe. It was being cared for, and then it escaped. So its whole life changed. And this would have been a scared animal, especially if, as I suspect, it had been raised from a baby. I feel it like with probably some sort of a big cat. Yeah, some sort of a big cat. Hi, Sherry French. We're looking at what the wampus was. Okay. And just realised the whole deck was upside down. So, yeah, it was a real animal. It did cause a lot of heartbreak. Is it still around? Okay. No, it died. It wouldn't have lived that long. Well, I feel like in one of the last attacks, it got injured, very badly injured, and crawled off so much stuff. But yeah, its remains are out there, but they're lost. So yeah, it got injured, crawled off to try and heal, but it was too injured and it passed. So the wampus did exist. It was a big cat. And its remains are still out there and they haven't been found. But there are some other large undomesticated cats, strays, cats in the wild that are out there. Yeah, poor creature. No attempt was made to find it. You know, nowadays, if an animal like that escaped, they would be searching high and low. But back then, they just like, we'll just get another one, you know. Or it might have been an older animal. Don't want to care for it. Might even have been let go more than escaped. Just let it go. It's older. Someone will get it, you know, someone will shoot it or something, or, you know, we won't have to worry about looking after it anymore. I mean, these were pretty ruthless organisations, these travelling circuses. Is it still around? Well, no, it's not still around. But people still believe it is. So why do they still believe it's around? I've got the Six of Swords. I feel like there's some really big, like feral domestic cats, and they can get huge, or feral cats. They can get huge and really, and of course there's the normal native animals. I don't know whether North Carolina has things like cougars or pumas or anything like that, that roam the woods, but some of these feral animals are attracted to light and warmth, and they'll come in, but they're very, very skittish. Such you'll hear the howls and the yeah, yeah, or circuses with animals and stuff. Yeah. Really, it's rather a sad story of an animal that was first I thought it escaped, but really they let it go because it was getting old and they didn't want to care for it anymore. They found a nice rural, nice lots of woods and stuff like that. Didn't care. Well, I'm talking about the wampus, North Carolina's wampus, which was around in the 1930s around the town of Marion. It was attributed with injuring or killing up to 40 dogs. And I feel like it was an old big cat let go from they just, didn't want to care for it anymore. Didn't even want to spend the cost of a bullet on it to put it out of it. So they just let it go. Okay, but what heard around town, the growls and the things, feral cats, some really big ones too. And you know what? They're going to get bigger. They're going to get bigger. So, and yeah. I mean, look at how big Maine Coon cats can get. You know? Yeah. Anyway, who's got a mystery they want me to look at? It is sad that people were able to, I mean, the things that, I know a lot of people raved about the movie The Greatest Showman and all that, but I've never seen it because honestly, Barnum was a really nasty piece of work. And they just dressed it all up with glitter and giving people a chance. He really, really used people. And no, he was abusive both to animals and to people, and he was a nasty piece of work. And I'm not going to watch a movie that makes him out to be a wonderful guy, because no. Okay. Who's got a mystery or a spooky place they want me to look at? I'm happy to look at spooky places for you. Hi, Nikki. Have you got a spooky place or a mystery you want me to look at? So we just went through a rather sad story of the wampus. What it was, it did exist. It was in North Carolina. Yeah, yeah, he, used people and abused them and didn't treat them any better than he would have treated the animals. So, yeah. So, the Wallerville pub. I've never heard of the Wallerville pub, so I'm happy to look at it. I'll tell you what, I'll look it up. You obviously know something about it, so I'll look it up and Wallerville pub. Google Maps. I love Google Maps. Right, we've got the Wallerville pub here. It's got a huge mural on the side. Let's see if I can share this screen. There we go. Yay! I think I've sorted it. Let's have a look. Yay! Excellent. So you guys will be able to see. Yeah. So let's have a look at. Well, of course, I can't click on that there. But let's have a look at. This is the Wallerville pub, Wallerville Hotel. Interesting looking place. I mean, yeah, it does get a bit creepy, doesn't it? Obviously, it's got some campgrounds in the back. Ooh. Oh, lots and lots and lots and lots of chills with that staircase. Oh, my goodness. I see someone peeking through the head peering over the banisters there. Oh, how am I going so far? Yeah, and there we go. Check out the staircase. See if you pick up anything from it. Oh, I love this. Yeah, definitely picked up something spooky from it. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, like someone peeking over. No, it's more than just that. I mean, it's a beautiful staircase. It's an odd building, isn't it? Ooh. Oh, I don't like that area. Oh, really, really, really old bit of old. Okay, I'm gonna this area here, the back area. Clattering, things moving. First one built down. Are there kids supposed to be there? Okay. Anyway, I feel like in the back area here, you hear people moving about, things moving about when there's nobody there. I reckon there's a lot of people who work there just do not like to go into that area. Oof. Look at this. This is the 10 of Swords associated with this back room. Lots and lots of nastiness. I think died from illness, poor loves. Well, they're mischievous, but they're not bad. I mean, they're probably one of the kids, I think, is you see peeking over the thing. But I think they may have used it for nefarious goings on that back area. But you hear things falling or being shoved over. Yeah? Oh, okay. Well, yes, definitely could be feeling that. But I feel like more inside the building that they hear noises there. There's that staircase again. That tree. I immediately got rope being thrown over one of the branches, like they strung somebody up there, bit of a kangaroo court thing. Wallerville is out back a bit, isn't it? It's hang on, I'm just putting the thing up again. Currajong Creek. Okay, so it's not too far from Harvey Bay. Still would have been a good day's journey, or even overnight, nearly day. It's just like, that tree. I just got the feeling like they may have, not been averse to threatening people. I feel like they want a law unto themselves at a certain time here. It is, isn't it? Yeah. It was a bit of a wild place. But you know, I don't feel that stringing up thing was like 100 years ago, and I think it might even have. I feel like maybe some bikies might have been involved or something. I don't know. So not like today, but late 50s, 60s, maybe early 70s. There was definitely, yeah. Has it got a? I don't know. There was definitely some nefarious goings on at some time, and yeah. But I don't. Yeah, that is a spooky tree. Ooh, there's a lot of dirt around there. I'm not going to go. But yeah, is that anyone seen around the tree? Is any figures seen around the tree? There was a bikie connection. Yeah. Okay. Um, because I feel like there's people see someone around the tree, and they go say, "Hey, mate, how you going?" or whatever, and then they're gone. Um, mm. I just think there's a figure seen around the tree, and because there's obviously a camping area, caravan area, people just attribute it to somebody there. It gives off a very unpleasant vibe, doesn't it? Yeah. It's got Spanish moss in it. Oh, yeah, there's that back building again, that bit. I'm sure they hear noises in there. I'm really, I'm positive there's somebody in there um, that moves things around. And I just got a jolt looking at that staircase again. That's very pretty. 1895. It was established, and I think must have been under. And you're saying this building was built in 1911. It is a real rough and tumble country pub, isn't it? Oh, I was up here. I got a white figure walking up, and people might see a white figure up in this area here. Up in this area here. Yeah. But yeah. Woohoo. Yeah, present one built in 1911. Yeah. So I think that woman is who's walking up the top there, even though she was associated with the original hotel. Was she around when the new one was built? I don't know, but she seemed to like the upper stories for some reason. It's like she can watch the town. I think people walking past, sorry, I was using my pen, walking past here sometimes feel like they're being watched. Yep. Wow, that was a very interesting place. Yeah. off in a cyclone. Yep. Okay, who else? I can go anywhere in the world. Check out any place in the world. It's 2-story, ground floor, upper floor, which is pretty standard here in Australia. So, yeah, I really honestly feel like there's a figure that's seen around that tree, but people just attribute it to someone who's camping. But it's not. So, yeah. So, who else has someplace they'd like me to look at? And maybe because this person might be of not that old, like not in old clothes or period clothing or anything, pretty modern clothes. Just assume it's, but it's not. So I'm not going to go further into that, but yeah. So has anybody else got someplace they'd like me to look at? The Edinburgh Cemetery. Now, Sherry, where's the Edinburgh Cemetery? What state is it in? Because it's in Edinburgh, Massachusetts. So we'll have a look. Okay, so we'll turn that off. And Scotland. I mean, obviously, being an extremely old place. That's the castle. That's Edinburgh Castle. So where's this? Yeah, the one in Scotland. Yeah. Okay. Well, I found it. So let's have a look. I mean, there's Edinburgh Castle. So it's on the back end of Edinburgh Castle. Oh, oh my goodness. Is that Robbie Burns? Dirk? Of Scottish American soldiers. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, creepy, 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 creepy. I got a picture just then of a woman reaching up for the help me, help me. Oh, horrible. Oh. Oh. Tears, just tears falling down the face. Not my face, but just that monument. That monument, it brings people to tears. The sadness of senseless loss. Yeah. I got like a woman walking down in period dress, like Victorian, with the big Victorian skirts and stuff, walking down behind these rows, like she's searching. I don't know any of the stories there. You got a chill from that tomb where I saw the woman. Yeah. So I get this one, a woman walking down there. It does, yes. Yeah. Um, yeah. This is the cemetery in Edinburgh, Scotland. And yeah, there was a really creepy tomb you missed out. Bonnie, if you've got something you want me to look at, please, I'm going to be here for at least another 15 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. It's all about spookies and mysteries, or if you've got like an encounter or something happening to you, you want a little bit of explanation on. Yeah, but I see, like, I saw a woman walking down there in Victorian dress, down behind them, sort of. Like, yeah. I'll go back and look at some more pictures. You'd think the whole place would be creepy, but there's actually like some really peaceful places in there, like that tomb. Very sad, but a sense of peace comes with, like the monument. Don't like that. Don't like that tower. Um, ooh, ooh, that's in that tomb again, isn't it? With the bars on the top. Who's this? Oh, Robert Stevenson. Yep, a Scottish hero. Energy. It looks creepy, but it's got great energy. I mean, if that makes sense. Okay. Definitely a couple of interesting things that, yeah. Oh, yes, I've seen shows on those tunnels. Yeah. So, where else would you guys like me to look at? So we've looked at the Wampus, North Carolina Wampus. Sad story. Looked at the Wallerville pub. Well, that was a bit of a trip, wasn't it? Edinburgh Cemetery. Now, anywhere else or anything else you guys want me to look at. I am, you know, asking my guides for protection and all in this, and guidance. But I'm happy to look at something else. So let me know, what would you like me to look at? Where would you like me to look at? You've got a little personal mystery of your own you want me to delve into. Yes, it was. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I think that happened there. Yeah, when they knew there was no escape rather than have the children suffer, I think. Oh, the immigration station there. Very haunted. Yeah. Mhm. You know, I think that's quite often the case with immigration places where large number of immigrants went through or were kept for a while, or um, the energy, hopefulness, the quarantine stations, people who are sick and stuff. It's, yeah, I think it's quite often the case. Mm. Well, yes, I mean, there were the clearances as well in later times, the 1700s, I think they were. Oh, maybe late 1600s. I'm not quite sure on that, where a lot of people were just driven out of their home, and they're off their crofts and things like that. It's a big world. There's lots and lots of places. Hi, Denise. I think it will all work out fine. So, Denise, do you have a place you want me to look at, or a little mystery? Oh, yeah, no, I've been there. Mum and I had a spooky. My mum and I, she came over to visit, and we went there, and we had a bit of a spooky experience too. And I think I've told the story previously, but Mum at that stage couldn't do the stairs to go up, so I sat down with her at the place where you meet people who can't do the stairs to go up to the upper levels. So I sat with her, and there was um, hang on a minute, we'll just remove that for the moment. So there was this 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 area, and then there was this area where we were, and then there was another area over here. But the area where we were the only two people in it. It was about this big or something, and everybody else in the tour group was in the area to the right of us, and another tour group was way further down in an area to the left of us, and we were in this area, quite a big area. We were the only two, and we heard footsteps walking above us. We were the only ones there, and they were like directly above us. They weren't like, and this place got thick stone walls, so they weren't muffled or anything. They were really clear. They were directly above us. And it was like, whoa, hi Shelby, hi Eleanor. Um, oh yes, you asked me the other day about Centralia, and I think most people know about the story of Centralia. Coal mines underneath the city during the 1960s. They were a fire started, and I uh, I don't think they've ever figured out how it started. I'm sorry to say I got a flash going through my head just then. It was deliberate. Now, the fire is still burning. Is it the Oddfellows Cemetery? It's still burning, and it's going to burn for at least another 200 years. And yes, so here is the cemetery at Centralia. I really did just get a thing go through the back of my sort of. It's odd the way it happens, but I got deliberately lit. It was deliberate. It wasn't an accident. Heaven knows why someone would do such a thing, ruin a town. But yeah, it's a very oh goodness, that thing, that's a signpost, but it scared the crap out of me. Honestly, I feel a strange sense of peace around the place. There are 3 cemeteries. Well, Oddfellows is peaceful. So there's 3 cemeteries. So which one in particular? Or all of them? I'm happy to do all of them. Yeah. So let's close this. There's 3 cemeteries. Let's have a picture, might make it easier to find them. I found the Oddfellows one. Yes, that thing. It was some sort of sign sticking up, and I'm like, oh. Then I found Oddfellows peaceful. So we've got St. Ignatius Cemetery here now. Look at that church. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful building. St. Peter and St. Paul. So people can still visit these places. Is it because they're outside of the town limits? Look at this building in here. I mean, putting up wind farms around there. Look, and there's that building again. I'm really drawn to that building. What's that building? What is it? There's no pictures of that one. What is that building? Obviously, I'm not really getting anything about the cemeteries. Is it this? Is this it? No, that's not the building. You know, that freaks me out a little bit. Video surveillance, yeah. People obviously still come to see it. It's a little bit, this is more creepy to me than the cemeteries were. Okay. I feel like wailing. I hear like someone crying. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's supposed to be totally off limits. I think there's still one or two people who live there because they just won't move. I sort of feel like you hear crying or wailing at that shrine. I don't know. I'll tell you what I find really interesting is I'm trying to find where that church is that's sticking up out of the trees. Shelby or Eleanor, can you tell me anything about that church? I'm trying to find it. Is this it? It's Burnsville. Okay, so there used to be a whole little. Here it is. This is it, isn't it? No trespassing, private property. Parishioners and their families and members and guests. Well, that seems strange to me because churches, real churches, should be open. So it's that building, yeah, it's that church at Burnsville. So this whole little place called Burnsville used to be a town, did it? I want to go in and explore more. Nowhere to drop. How odd. That's just a rubbish there now. But what was there? There's not even a road there. I'll tell you what, that's a creepy place. That really is. Centralia, of course, is spooky. You know, I think a lot of people see things in Centralia, but they go in there when they shouldn't. That's that church. Okay. And they see things because basically of the smoke, the haze. Mm. Yeah, but that Birdsville, that's What is that? You know, it's freaking me out. It's just like, what was there? Does anybody know what was there? Well, an old mining town. Thank you. Yes, I just saw it. That's close off. It's yeah, that's the church there. Yeah. Um, yeah. Well, some people. I think there are some people. There are definitely no-go areas, but I think the cemeteries and all that. Okay, I mean, but that church is like. Are there any pictures inside it? It's very secretive. Yeah, I'm sorry, but you wouldn't get me into that church in a million years. It's Catholic, obviously. I mean, beautiful, beautiful, but I cannot reconcile the closing people out. I am very extremely lapsed Catholic, but I've never come across a Catholic church that's been locked and closed. Um, but I have to say, having seen what is inside this church here with these images, there's some beautiful things in there, and some people might. Not everyone is as respectful of these places as they should be. So while it hard to reconcile, I think I can understand why. I mean, it's really, really hard that this whole town had to be abandoned because of somebody's actions. I think probably it's a Ukrainian church. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, look, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you for joining me and thank you for your input. I'm going to wrap it up for now. Look, I will do another Monday Mystery Things probably in a few weeks or whatever. Um, Late June, probably July might be very busy for me. So it might be a bit patchy during July. Um, okay. Yeah, the rest have gone bulldozed. I hope you've enjoyed it. It really is great if you can bring some places with you for me to look at. And yeah, oh yes, I do feel better. Thank you very much. And I was suffering from migraines for a good portion of the weekend. I do feel better. And yeah, but just now, yes, it is daytime over here, Jazzy girl in Australia. Um, Everyone, please stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Um, and I've got an appointment Friday afternoon, but I might do a live on Friday morning. We'll see how we go. Okay. So everyone take care. Stay strong, stay happy, stay healthy, stay loving, and above all, my darling, stay laughing. And yeah, bye-bye.